My name is Anna Griswold, and I'm the Assistant Vice President and Executive Director for Student Aid at Penn State University. Thank you for the opportunity to be here today to talk about Penn State's experience converting to the direct loan program this past year. Penn State University is a large public multi-campus research university enrolling just over 90,000 undergraduate, graduate, medical, and law students at 23 campuses. 73% of our students receive some form of financial aid. 23% of our undergraduates receive Pell Grants. About 1/3 of our undergraduates are first-generation college students for their families. The federal student loans represent over 50% of our student aid funding. Last year, more than 46,000 Penn State students borrowed $466 million in federal loans to help pay their education costs. Last year's turmoil in the financial markets threatened to destabilize both the federal student loans and our efforts to maintain an efficient and student-friendly loan delivery model in the FFEL program. As lenders across the country began to terminate or suspend their participation, this quickly became cause for alarm among our students and parents that relied heavily on Stafford loans. To allay their concerns, we needed to act quickly and decisively to assure students that they would be able to get their loans. In our case, some 38,000 current student borrowers were with a single lender that announced it would have to suspend making loans last year. Given the uncertainty about future lender participation and the new restrictions that limit schools' use of preferred lenders, we knew this would be a challenge for our students. So direct loans was really the logical solution for us. In March 2008, Penn State began implementing the direct loan program. A core team of 10 to 12 existing staff from several Penn State offices started the conversion, linking our systems to the department's common origination and disbursement system, one already familiar to us for processing Pell Grants. We also developed a communication plan to inform students and parents of the change in how they would secure their loans and the steps that they would need to take. Students readily accepted this change. Our existing staff did all the work. We did not hire additional staff to convert to direct lending, and the cost to convert was within normal budgetary costs required for any new student aid program implementation that comes along. Our circumstances were quite unique last year. First, as I mentioned, the need to move quickly when we learned in February that our primary lender would no longer be serving our students for the coming years. So we needed to move quickly and convert to direct lending by July. We have one of the largest student loan volumes in the country. And we have a homegrown computing environment, our own programmers to run our student aid system. We do not use vendor-supported software. Most schools will not face these same circumstances and would not require the same resources that we used. Smaller schools with fewer resources will likely be able to convert to direct loans without too much trouble, especially if they have vendor-supported student aid systems or if they use the department's ED Express software. Ample lead time may be necessary for most and is always something welcomed by aid administrators. It is testimony, though, to the streamlined nature of the direct loan process, the single point of contact model it represents, that we were able to convert fairly quickly. It helps that direct loans uses the same COD system that schools use for Pell. We had excellent technical support from the Department of Education's direct loan and COD staff. Our first direct loan disbursements went very smoothly. Our bursar's office reports great satisfaction with the disbursement and reconciliation functions, having reconciled summer 2008 loans in 4 months ahead of the required deadline. The cash drawdown system, already familiar to us as well with other student aid programs, has greatly improved cash flow at Penn State. Our frontline staff reports that this program is very simple to explain to students. Staff feel more in control of advising them about the status of their loans, and my written statement contains a number of comments from staff about their experience with direct loans. In summary, we believe that by entering the direct loan program, we have shielded our students from uncertainty in the financial markets, and we have gained greater efficiency in processing student loans. The state of the economy makes adequate student aid funding an even more important consideration for students and their families in deciding if college enrollment is possible. We encourage Congress to take whatever measures possible to increase appropriations in the Pell Grant program as we all work toward ensuring college access and affordability for students from low and moderate income families. I'd be happy to answer any questions.